Alright guys, it is your boy Tigu. It is currently March 28th and it's very gloomy outside. It's very gloomy outside. Oh wait, well, you can't really tell because I've got the brightness pretty high. But yeah, it like rained earlier. It's really gloomy outside. And then also they, where I live, they closed a lot of the parks around here. So I can't even do my, park workouts anymore. So this is like, or maybe I can, but a lot of the things will be closed. So this really sucks. But I'm supposed to work out today. I'm supposed to be working out shoulders today. And I have an idea of how I can work out shoulders. It's gonna be pretty ghetto, but it's definitely doable. By the way, this is what my hair is gonna look like. This is what I'm trying to work up to, guys. I forgot to ask last time, but what do you think about this just look in general? I know it's different, but I want to experience it once in my life, guys. So, but yeah, hopefully it's not too bad. Something like this. Something like this. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so I'm about to show you how I'm about to work out today. This is going to be really, possibly weird. But we got to try to stay motivated. Like right now, guys, it's hard to stay motivated. Like, especially the closing of the parks and stuff. It's like, like it sucks. Like I'm starting to get a little, like in my head I'm starting to be like, dude, like my work is shut down now until at least April 12th. That's like 2 weeks from now. They closed all the tennis courts in the county like right north of me, which is where I spend most of my time. So my head is kind of like today, just today, this is today, as of today, my head is kind of like, dang, this really kind of sucks. But anyways, let's see what we can do. Yeah, I'm gonna be working out inside my bedroom where the magic happens. Okay, so I just want to take a little bit of time here to talk about my thoughts, just because I feel like some people out there might be feeling the same way a little bit, and it's pretty relevant for me just because I've felt this way a little bit recently. First, let me just talk about just the whole negativity about the situation. Some people from the outset of this whole thing, you know, have been a little pretty negative about it, and some people definitely have, more of a right to be negative than other people. I try to keep a positive mindset about most things because I feel like you're gonna just have you're gonna enjoy life a little better that way rather than being negative about everything. If I'm still surviving, if I'm still alive after all this stuff, then, life goes on. It's not the end, right? Like there's still a lot to look forward to after all this, you know what I mean? Anyways, even me, being pretty positive the majority of the time, with the recent developments of things, just a way that there's a lot of negativity like being constantly shelled out towards us, right, by media, social media included, and then even our own peers, right? Like so many people are posting all this negativity and all this like just crazy stuff. It's like really, it just doesn't really help so much to post all this negative stuff. But anyways, we're constantly being bombarded by that, right? Peers, news media, whatever, like dishing us this news is really not that affects us if we let it affect us, right? But then there are things that really do affect us, like for example our local governments putting in executive orders like closing parks and all these kinds of things, right? Those kinds of rules directly affect us, and just with that constantly building up as well, it's the first time that I'd say recently I actually felt like started getting a little bit into that negative headspace about it all, because just like being positive throughout it, but then it's like, okay, now they're closing parks, now they're closing tennis courts, now they want you to stay inside, and even though you're allowed to go outside for like outdoor activity and go grocery shopping or whatever, there's just like such a stigma about it, you know, like how they're really advising against all this stuff, and then make sure you're social distancing. It's like, man, like we're allowed to go outside, but at the same time it's like they really don't want us to, and all that stuff just piles on. And then finally I was just like, there's just that one day recently where I was like, man, like I started feeling like this does kind of suck, like dang. And then it started getting a little bit negative in a way, like not real depression, but like just a little bit depressed. You know, I was like, man, like this whole thing sucks. Like we can't go hang out with friends. You can't meet anybody, right? Things like that. We can't like live our lives normally as it has been so far. And that really like killed my motivation to like do what I've been doing, you know, which is just like stay active, keep exercising, get some outdoors a little bit, you know. But what I did was, I was like, you know what, screw it, like, whatever. I wasn't really feeling it, but I was like, whatever, just get yourself and go do your exercise, you know, go exercise, go do what you've been doing. And I did it, right? I went and just worked out. I worked out in my apartment that day, actually. But, like, just starting that workout, you know, my mood completely shifted. You know, like, I was not feeling it at all, to be honest, before that. Just feeling a little bit down. But then after I started working out, it's like just complete shift in my mood. Like from feeling down, then I started feeling positive, started feeling happy. I was back to normal. It's kind of weird just making yourself do that activity, right? Doing that normal thing, right? That just flipped my mood completely. Like going from being down to being happy and then positive again, really. Like that was it. It was just that moment of, or however long that was, I don't really know, but feeling pretty down and then just making myself do my normal activities, being active, and then bam, it was done. So the point is, if you're feeling down and stuff, and this doesn't even have to do with just necessarily this case, but there's times where you're just feeling down about something, right? A little bit negative about something in your life, and you feel really unmotivated because of that. Well, I just suggest, you know, just go out and do what you normally do, right? Go about your normal life. If you're doing physical activity, go do that. If you like to play games with your friends, go do that. You know, but just go do your normal things, right? Because that's gonna I feel like that's definitely gonna help you just get out of that negative mental space. You know, if anything, it's gonna give you something else to focus on, at least for the time being, right? So you can get out of there. And there is something to be said about how your body does produce hormones when you're doing something physical, or when you're just having fun, I guess. They're doing something. If you just get out there and make yourself do something, it's going to be a lot more productive than just wallowing in your negativity, right? Because it really doesn't do anything. Like sometimes, yeah, you need to think about it a little bit, but really like sitting in that negativity and just steeping in it, like that really does not help. And all that can do is make you just feel more and more down, you know, because I was starting to get a little bit like that. And then by making myself just go and exercise, like boom, it was gone. So yeah, I really encourage you guys out there, if you're starting to feel negative about something or feeling demotivated, just get out there and just do it, and you're gonna feel a little better afterwards. But yeah, anyways, just wanted to share that experience with you guys, and maybe it'll come in handy for some of you. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.